Hello and welcome into the Ramcraft post-game show. Joined alongside Nick Marek, I'm Walt Ruff. Nick, what a heartbreaker tonight.
Yeah, it was definitely a big loss for the Brahmas. I mean, that final 2 minutes of the game, too, with a power play chance for 4 minutes, which would have extended for the rest of that game. Unable to not only hold on, but they allowed that goal. So rather than tacking on to their lead, it actually hindered them going into overtime. And unfortunately, it was a play deep right in front of Connor O'Brien. Bud Madej got a little bit caught there as Rourke Russell, the defenseman, came in up the wing. He had Austin Albrecht towards center, so as he tried to feed him there in the slot, Madej swatted it down with his glove hand, but it went right back to Russell, and he had a lane there through the 5-hole of O'Brien. And unfortunately for the Brahmas fans, they saw a 1-0 lead just disappear in about 10 minutes of actual time, and then ultimately the Wildcats picking up that victory. So first loss for the Brahmas, a little bit of a tough one for sure, but even in a 2-1 game, Walt, I want to go back to your three keys of the game. Goaltending was obviously a big focus point, and that certainly shined here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought Justin Kapelmaster did a really great job in net for the Wildcats tonight. He got bumped into 2 or 3 times and just remained strong, remained calm, hung in there. I thought that was the immediate difference tonight. Not that O'Brien looked shaky by any means. I don't know if he had his rebound control completely there, but he still played very well. And unfortunately, he comes up on the wrong side of it tonight.
I think I want to say that the Brahmas defense had a little bit stronger of a defensive game maybe than that in front of Kapelmaster. The only reason I say that is because Kapelmaster had the more notable big saves of the game compared to O'Brien. There's probably only 1 or 2 there from OB that were really impressive and that you'd circle and say that one certainly helped. But getting pucks to the side was a big difference. And I mean, ultimately now you have to try to battle back in Game 2 of the series against the top team in the South. 10-1-1s the Wildcats. What's going to take now from the Brahmas to get over that hump?
Well, I think since we're talking so much about OB, I would expect to see Corbin Kaspersky tomorrow night. They've been doing the split roles back there in the Brahmas net, but I'm expecting to see Kapelmaster back in net for the Wildcats. We know Julian Symes behind him. We saw a little bit of him in the preseason, but in order for the Brahmas, I think they need to shoot the puck just a little bit more. I know I tend to say that this season, but the average for Kapelmaster coming in tonight was an average of 24 shots on goal faced, and I think the Brahmas were right around that mark, only able to plot 1 tonight. So perhaps just fire away. I mean, he was so solid, though. Perhaps they're looking for that perfect play, which by all means go for it if that's what it takes to beat them.
Well, and that one goal certainly was early on, but the one thing I would say is looking at the pregame side of things, the Brahmas wanted to be physical. I didn't see enough physicality from this Brahmas team against the quick, speedy, agile forwards of Wichita Falls, and that certainly had to play a difference when you look at a full 60 minutes game. Well, 60 minutes plus game, as that one came 2 minutes in the overtime. That needs to be an adjustment made from Friday night's game to Saturday night's game for the Brahmas to get back on top, get some confidence going. Bud Madej's 1 goal did certainly help him, but his 2 costly defensive mistakes, he was on the wrong side there, so a -1 for number 18 in white, and ultimately the Brahmas falling that one. So some adjustments to make, but 2 teams were there and they proved very strong.
Yeah, absolutely. Great hockey game. And just to further your point, I mean, Bud's goal came 4 minutes into the first period. We thought the Brahmas were golden, however, didn't quite keep the foot on the gas, perhaps, didn't have enough opportunities, but just didn't seem to keep the foot on the gas, as I mentioned.
No, not at all, but I think certainly the fans are going to have something to watch in Game 2, and I think a lot of seats will be filled here in the NYTEX Sports Center.
Yeah, we're expecting a great crowd tomorrow night, but that's all we've got for now. So why don't you come join us tomorrow night, NYTEX 7:35 puck drop, as the Brahmas look for revenge against the Wichita Falls Wildcats. He's Nick Marek. I'm Walt Ruff. We will see you tomorrow.